Good evening. This is the Vergne Board of Zoning Appeals meeting, March 28, 2017, regular meeting at 5:30 p.m. Do I call the meeting to order? We do have a quorum. First order of business is to approve the meeting minutes from the last meeting that we had. Have the board members had a chance to read the minutes? If so, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All in favor say aye.
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 Minutes are approved as presented. The next order of business, we only have one item of new business. It's a variance to allow an accessory structure encroachment in side yard requested by Jimmy Ambrose. Property is located at 2980 Madison Square Boulevard, R2 medium density residential zoning district, parcel owned by Jimmy Ambrose. May we have the report, please?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. This is a variance request to allow a 24 by 24 detached garage for the purpose of storage of a vehicle and trailer. As you can see on the screen, this is a corner lot. The address is 2980 Madison Square, and that is simply because the front door faces Madison Square. Their mailbox is over here, the driveway is here, they access the property that way. Again, because this is the front, that makes this the rear yard, and as you can see, there's not enough room for a garage to go in that location and still be 10 feet off the property line, as is required for all accessory structures. You can see the location of the existing shed, which there's a wooden privacy fence here. There's a drainage ditch here, and then this backs up to the Kroger fueling station. So Mr. Ambrose would like permission to be able to put his garage in the side yard. It would align exactly with the front of the house, so that if you were standing on Rosecrans looking at the driveway, it would fall in line with the side of the house. There's been a sign on the property for some time. I haven't actually received any phone calls regarding that. And again, it's really just based on the fact that he's got a corner lot and very limited side yard in which to be able to put this garage. And let me just show you quickly. This is his plat. I had sent this to you in your packet, and I just wanted to make some clarification. It looks here like he was proposing to put in a driveway to access the garage from Madison Square, and it also looks like he was proposing to add a driveway off of Rosecrans to access the garage. Those dashed lines are actually just contractor marks to show how they were going to bring the concrete in to be able to make the pad. So he's not actually accessing this through another a second driveway. His concrete driveway here, he's just planning on extending and going that way. So you can see here he's got about 60 some feet this way that he can pull the concrete, and then the subdivision regulations require that you stay 5 feet off of the property line with any kind of access way. So he will have about 12 feet to extend the drive this way to be able to access that proposed garage location. I don't have any, I haven't received any feedback from anyone, and the applicant is here should you have any questions for him.
Kristen, could you step up here for a minute, please?
Yes.
As you know, I'm colorblind. I can't see that red dot up there.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Indicate on here where it's going to be.
It's going to be right in here.
Okay.
Yep.
Where's the driveway going to be?
He's just going to extend his current driveway. He's just going to add some concrete to goes this way.
Okay.
That's it. So he's not actually making another driveway connection to Rosecrans, nor is he making any kind of driveway connection to Madison
So it's
Square.
going to be concrete all around the house to go that way?
Which is allowable
Okay,
by code, so.
okay, good. Thank you so much.
Kristen,
Yes.
is the garage, it's going to be right in here?
It's going to be it almost, yes, it's going to line up with the house, so it'll be roughly where that shed is. He's going to move the shed.
So you'll be able to see it
There is a wooden privacy fence that sits here.
6 foot?
I believe I'm not sure.
Closer to 5.
How tall is the
So,
building?
You can see a little bit of the existing shed currently, and I've got some photos. Well, you can see the fence right there, actually.
Is it within the property lines, 10 feet within the all property lines?
Yes. He'll have, he'll definitely meet that requirement for accessory structures.
Kristen, just a couple of questions.
Yes.
Go back to the overhead shot, if you would, please. So, the blue roof structure, is that going to remain?
Yes, that's an enclosed patio. It's going, so the added concrete would come up pretty close to that.
So for the driveway, the width of the driveway is going to be, do we know the dimension between the side yard, or let's say the rear, and the fence line of the?
Yes, he has about 15, I believe it's about 15 feet there.
So it's 15 feet, and the width of the driveway he intends to put in? Do you know
Actually,
that?
I apologize. It's 17 feet from here to here, which would allow him a 12-foot lane with the 5-foot separation that's required. So he has just enough room.
And just going back to the application, the permit denial was because of, let's get through, what's the permit denied for originally?
Because he was wanting to put it in the side yard.
The side yard?
Right.
Okay.
Because it's a corner lot and it's confusing. And, I mean, technically, the shed is already in the side yard. I don't know if that was ever permitted or if it received a variance as well. I do not know.
Has anyone figured up the total square footage of the building combined with the total square footage of the house to see how much in the enclosed patio, to see how much structure is taken up?
Well, the
percentage
enclosed
of the yard?
patio, the enclosed patio is attached, so it's part of the house. But he will not be over his 50%, the limit for accessory structures. So,
I'm just a little concerned about the road that the actual front of the house is facing. I know that's a main road that a lot of people travel up and down, how that's going to look compared to the other houses in the area. When I drove by there today, I just can't imagine how how it would look.
Sure, I
in
think it'd be advisable
comparison.
if you could bring the applicant up. Let's get the applicant.
right,
up.
Mr. Ambrose has indicated from the contractor that it will have the exact same roofing shingles as the house, and the materials will be the same color. The siding will be the same color as the primary structure.
I drove through there. I didn't really see any other houses that would have anything comparable to what is being planned. I just don't see how it's going to fit uniformly in the area.
Okay, let's take just a little pause right here, please. Is the owner here? Would you step up to the podium, please? Would you raise your right hand, please? You swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but truth, in reference to this item, please? You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
Thank you. Would you state your name and address for the record, please?
James W. Ambrose.
Okay. You heard the report by the city recorder.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm a little bit hard to hear.
Okay, you heard the report by the city planner. Do you want to add anything to that report at all?
Just that the fact that, we want to follow whatever recommendations you make or whatever, the city ordinances are. The garage will be facing east, in the easterly direction behind the fence. We've got the siding is the same color as the house. The roof material is the exact same color of it. And it'll be symmetrical with the house, so it won't be out of line anyway.
Okay, there might be some more questions. Would it be easier for you to be seated, please? Would you like to have a chair?
No, that's okay, I'm all right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll continue with the questions.
Were permits required for the extension of your driveway to come up through the backyard?
I'm sorry?
Were permits required? Did you get permits for the driveway to extend up through the backyard?
Well, I was gonna connect to the driveway in the front and just go around the house, so that way there won't be a connection to either one of the streets.
Okay, did they tell you that any permits would be required for that?
There,
The
no
extra?
permit is required, no.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah. So going onto the ready garage you put it in, a single door or double door?
Yes, sir, it's gonna be one 16-foot door and one pedestrian door.
Okay. Are there any windows planned?
Yes, sir, there'll be one window on each side.
So there wouldn't be a window facing Madison Square? There would not?
No,
Okay.
Is it going to almost look like there's like a little second house sitting right up next to yours?
I'm sorry.
With it being the same material and everything, is it going to look from the street, is it going to look like there's like a second house that's been added onto your lot? Kind of like?
It'll be looking just like a garage, like a two-car garage. It'll be looking like a two-car garage sitting there. And since it'll be in line with the front of the house, the privacy fence, as you saw in the other pictures, that'll have to be taken down, and then privacy fence will be just connected to either side.
Right, and it's not encroaching on any side or anything that the codes department told you about? Nothing's encroaching anywhere?
We're meeting the setbacks on the front and the side.
Okay.
So with the amount of concrete and rooftop you're going to put on, where's this excess water going to drain to? Which direction?
Let's see which way the drainage would be. It would be an eve entrance. An eve entrance, so the water would be draining to the Madison Square side and then to the rear of the property. So it won't be a gable entrance, it'll be an eve entrance garage.
So looking at the drawing up there, where's the water going to run to? Just look at the picture up there, and just tell me where it's going to run to, this the purpose
Okay,
area.
the water would be running towards Madison Square and to the backyard, if we're going just going up here. Is that correct?
It slopes that way.
It does slope that way?
It does, yes. I checked the contours. And this is an existing ditch, so.
Yeah.
There is a house on the other corner, on the other side of Prescott, a carport. Nothing looks like that, just a freestanding carport.
Just a small item. I think the documentation here says that the privacy fence there is going to help hide the garage, more or less. But I think you just said that the fence is going to come down and you're going to attach the fence to the garage?
I believe that's, isn't that the way you wanted to do it, or did you want to leave the fence up?
Well,
That's an
we're gonna have to take the fence down for him to get to it, to build it, and I can put the fence back up if it's a problem, just that one 24-foot section, or I can make it go to either side of the garage, whatever your preference is. It really makes no difference to me. We've changed this around like 3 or 4 times, so just want to make sure we get it right.
It could be done kind of like it's shown in the picture now with the existing storage barn. There's the privacy fence there, and then the existing storage barn. Like Mr. Ambrose said, for simplicity, just bring the gravel and concrete in off of the Madison Square to do the pad and also the supplies to the building. These fences can be put back up, or that's what a 5-foot fence.
Yeah.
5-foot privacy fence. So it could be put back up just like shown on the picture there. Now that's, the storage barn is actually kind of the footprint where the garage is going. So it'll have to be scooted up or moved.
We'll move it a little closer to a house to accommodate the garage.
Okay. Are there any other questions, any clarification?
Yeah, just a couple of things.
Sure.
As far as your access North Madison Square, you'll find that if you read your plat, it's a very small one I'm looking at, but staff can verify, you're allowed no permanent access off Madison Square. So you're okay to put the unit up there, but that must be, the fence needs to be put back up again because there's no access allowed onto Madison Square from that side of the house. If you look at your plat, this one, will identify that.
Right.
It's very small, I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to say.
Okay.
So you need to access it from existing driveway to make sure it works correctly.
Yeah, it'll be access from the existing driveway off of the side road, coming around to the actual rear of this property. There will be no access from Madison Square. That will actually be the rear of the structure.
With the driveway you're proposing and the 90-degree turn you're going to do, is that sufficient for you to get a vehicle or whatever you're going to put around in there? Because it's going to be a very, very tight turn around your existing extension. That's my concern, is it's going to be very limited to get a vehicle around there. What type of vehicle are you going to put in here? Is it a car or a boat, or what type of vehicle?
I'm sorry.
What type of vehicle are you going to put in here? Is it a car, a van, or a boat?
Trailer?
I have a full-size Chevrolet pickup, and I have a 7x14 enclosed trailer that I'm a mason and a Shriner, and we do parades and stuff, and I keep my motorcycle in the trailer, and I want to make sure to get all of this back behind the house because it's taking up part of my driveway.
Is it the trailer that's in your driveway now?
Yeah, the trailer's actually sitting beside the driveway at the house, and it's taking up part of the side yard, which is on there. Well, you can see it right
It's a
there.
pretty good-sized trailer.
How long is it? How long is that trailer?
How long is it?
How long is it?
It's 14 feet.
Okay.
And I've already measured, it'll fit in the back corner of the yard. I'll just have to back it down the driveway right across from the garage, and it'll be out of the way.
When you're going to be pulling these things and backing them into your garage with the new driveway you've proposed, are you going to be backing them in and trying to get them into the garage?
The trailer, no ma'am, the trailer will be back in the backyard. The garage will be for my pickup truck and my motorcycle.
Okay. The garage that you have now, that's already attached,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you use that for? Are you able
Use
to
it for my wife's car and
Okay.
for some other things in the,
And you said you're going to put a boat back there?
I'm sorry,
A boat?
a boat?
Yeah.
No ma'am,
Okay. Just a trailer?
just the trailer,
And
that's
your
all.
truck is going to go in there?
In my truck.
And you feel that's sufficient enough turning room from the driveway that you don't have to pull into the grass and stuff to get that all in there?
Yes, ma'am, there should be enough room for me to get around there with it.
You're a better driver than I am.
That it?
I'm done, I'm good.
Okay. That's all the questions we have. Thank you, sir.
Could I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
How soon will you make a decision on this?
Tonight.
Today? Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
I have one more question, if someone can answer it. On the drawing that I have here, this squared off part right here at the rear of the house, is that all going to be, that's the driveway, is that going to be all concrete coming back here? All of this is the driveway coming back behind the house? Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
all?
My intentions are to come off of the driveway and come back here. Now, not all of it will be concrete, just enough to get into the garage.
Just, okay. So at least it'll have to come to here.
Yes, ma'am, it'll
And then
just
you'll have
curve
a
around.
small area, okay.
The drawing is just an ingress and egress to show how to bring materials in and out of the property, either through Madison Square or the other.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how much of the actual green space in the yard is going to be left after all the concrete and the structures and the house compared to the square footage of the lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mean to mislead you or anything, but that drawing just shows ingress and egress. The actual, like Mr. Ambrose said, his proposal is to come off the existing concrete driveway and just bring that, curl that round back and connect it to what's going to be the front of the truck.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
thank you.
Just one more, for this for the builder. What is the height difference between the shed that's there now and the one you put up? Is there going to be a height difference?
Yes, sir, the garage will be from the floor to peak, looking at 14 feet.
14 feet?
Right.
And what would you estimate the shed to be now?
The shed height is
You got 6?
probably, yeah, it'd definitely be taller than the shed.
Thank you.
At this point, I'll entertain a motion to either approve or deny the petition.
I'll make a motion we approve it if he puts the fence back up.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve the petition with the notation made that after the construction is complete, the fence goes back all the way across.
I'll second it. I'd just like to discuss it. Just want to also, if you would include that the aesthetic of the roof and the siding color matches the existing house.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, point of clarification, just because it came up and it may matter, in part of your motion, do you want the fence to be put up exactly how it is right behind or spaced out?
Right behind, just like it is now.
Okay,
Yes.
just wanted a point of clarification there.
Okay.
Okay, before we vote, then the motion, as I understand it, will be that the roofing and the siding on the garage will be matching the home, and that the fence in the back, which is taken down to construct the new garage, will be put back up, and it will be a continuous fence from one end of the property to the other. Okay? We'll take a vote now, a voice vote. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
I'm opposed.
Okay, we have 3 in favor and 1 opposed. The motion carries. It is approved. There being no further business here, the meeting is now adjourned.